Let's get started. Let's come to a tall seat. We're going to begin to ground down into our tailbone. It's going to be a lot of balance, a lot of stabilization in this class. So we want to start with a strong foundation. Grounding into the floor, pressing through your sit bones. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Allow your spine to lengthen. Feeling the crown of the head rising up towards the ceiling. And take a moment to really connect with your body. You should feel grounded and stable through the hips, from the navel down. Tailbone pressing down, sit bones pressing firmly into the floor. You should feel steady and movable. From the navel up, you want to feel supported. The spine is long, the back is strong as it pulls those shoulders back and down. Crown of the head rising up towards the ceiling as the chin becomes parallel with the floor beneath you. The neck is long, the ears far away from those shoulders. And you should feel yourself adjusting until you get to the point where your hips, your shoulders, and your head are in perfect alignment. It might feel a little weird at first as you adjust. You might almost feel like you're going to fall back or side to side as you make those adjustments. But once you feel centered, once you feel like there's no more leaning back or forward or side to side, that's when you stop and just hold. It might not be easy to hold. It takes a lot of abdominal strength to get you to stay here and to stay steady. So work on that core strength, pulling in that navel, staying grounded. And just deep breaths here, steadying you, keeping you calm, keeping you focused. Taking your hands down alongside of you. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, bring the arms all the way up to the sky. Taking the hands together at the top, exhale down to your heart. Inhale those arms all the way back up to the sky, keeping them together. Separating them, you're going to exhale one hand down to the floor, and then inhale the other arm up and over. Take a moment to reach through that arm, opening through those ribs. As you inhale, return to center, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale the opposite hand down, then inhale up and over, and again, hold, deep breathing. And as you inhale, come all the way back up, reaching up to the sky. And on the exhale, fold forward, walking those hands away, relax to gravity, and just take a few deep breaths. As you inhale, rise all the way back up to your tall seat. Then you can cross your legs the opposite way. So once again, sitting tall, grounding down, taking deep breaths here. Finding that center, finding your balance once more. And then inhaling back up to the sky, reaching up as tall as you can. At the top, take the hands down to the heart on the exhale. Inhale those hands back up to the sky. And on the exhale, separate and twist, bringing opposite hand to knee, back arm supporting you like a second spine. Steady breathing as you guide yourself into your twist. And then inhaling, return to center, reach all the way up. And exhale over to the other side. And again, take your time, gently guiding yourself through your twist, steady breathing. On the inhale, come back to center, reach all the way up. Lace your fingers together at the top, turn your palms up, press, lift up through those ribs, elongate that body. From here, separate those hands and let's exhale. Keep that length as you fold forward, walk the hands away. Keep looking ahead of you as you walk. And then when you've walked as far as you can, relax the head and breathe. And on an inhale, you're going to walk yourself back up to a tall seat. And let's take the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Again, lengthen through that torso. Relax into those hips as they press into the floor. Take a moment to try to find balance here as well. If you need to lean back a little bit, feel free to do so, dropping that tailbone first. And then lengthening up through that core, through the spine, all the way up to the crown of the head. And just take a moment to breathe here into your hips, feeling them open, feeling them begin to relax. Arms can be wherever's comfortable for you. Staying centered, adjusting whenever your body shifts a little bit, coming back to that balance. Just taking time now to enjoy that openness in those hips as endorphins begin to release. Feeling grounded, feeling stable. Taking time to connect with your body in each pose as we move through this practice. When you're ready, slide the hands to the ankles. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're going to fold forward. Keep a long spine. Even try to push the shoulders up a little bit as you lengthen away from your hips. As you lean forward. And then when you've gone as far as you can, relax the head, neck, and shoulders and take a few deep breaths. And as you inhale, rise back up. You're going to hug those knees into your chest. And let's take a moment here. Hugging in, pulling yourself into that little ball, maybe tuck your chin down. And I just want you to rock side to side on those hip bones. Massaging out a little, maintaining that balance as you rock side to side. Take note of what's working to do this, the little contractions and releases in your core to allow you to rock from side to side without falling over. The muscles in the thighs working to keep together, the arms to hold you in that ball. A little stretch through the back and the spine as you curl up. Good, and then from here coming to center, and then we're going to come to our hands and knees and tabletop. In your tabletop, make sure your wrists come beneath your shoulders, knees come beneath your hips. Lengthen through your spine, strengthening through your core. And then when you're ready, on an exhale, you're going to begin cat-cow by moving your spine towards the sky into cat. And then inhale, open and release into cow. Keep on going with your own breath, exhaling into cat, really lifting the spine, tucking everything under. And inhaling cow to release and open. And just keep going with your own breath, taking your time, focusing on any areas that you need right now to get a good stretch and just start opening up that back. Start moving that body gently, getting blood flowing, creating movement. And of course, working your core as it opens and closes, giving you strength to be stabilized throughout our practice. And on your next exhale, you're going to come all the way back to your child's pose. Hips to heels, belly to thigh, head towards the ground. We're just going to hold deep breathing as we sink down. If you need to rock a little, massage your belly against your thighs, feel free. Just do whatever feels good here to get deep into that stretch. Breathing into the lower belly, breathing into the lower back. As you inhale, return to your flat back table. From here, I want you to find your balance. Make sure those wrists are beneath you, knees are beneath you. Lengthen through that spine as you engage your core. And then what you're going to do is take your right leg, press it out behind you, toes down, pressing through that heel like you're trying to kick the back wall. Holding here, deep breathing. Good, then when you're ready, putting weight into that right hand, take your left arm and extend it out like you're trying to shake somebody's hand far away from you. And just holding here, deep breathing, strong core supporting you, pressing through the heel, reaching through the hand. And when you're ready, take the hand down first, then the knee. And let's take a child's pose, pressing into those hips, all the way to the heels. Deep breathing into the belly, into the lower back. From here, you're going to return to that flat back table. And again, find a stable position. Be supported here. The spine is long, core is strong. Then you're going to put the weight into your right knee. Take your left leg, press it behind you. And again, toes are pointed down, heel is flexed, pressing towards the wall. Deep breathing. Find your balance here first. And then when you're ready, take that right arm and extend it out, reaching as if you're trying to shake someone's hand far away from you. And we're going to hold deep breaths here. Pressing through the heel, reaching through the hand, extending through the body. And then taking the hand down first, followed by the knee. And then tucking under those hips once more, press to that child's pose and stay here for a few moments as you breathe deep breaths. As you inhale, you're going to come back to your flat back table. And gently lower yourself down to the ground. And slink yourself out so you're nice and long. Hands by your chest, tops of the feet down on the mat. Bring your heels and your toes together. Squeeze through those thighs. Hands by the chest, underneath the shoulders. Elbows tight to the body. When you're ready, inhale, roll the shoulders back and down and come to your cobra. Any height that works for you. We're just going to hold for a few deep breaths as we stretch through the core, through the chest, opening the front of the body. And then when you're ready, exhale, lower to the mat. Tuck back for your child's pose, lifting off the ground. We're going to return back to a flat back table. Tuck under your toes, and when you feel good, lift to downward facing dog and pedal out your feet. Pressing one heel at a time to the ground. Take this time to get a good stretch all through the back of your body. Activate the arms and the chest as you open those shoulders and press through the palms. Getting those hips high, activating the core. And from here, you're going to walk your feet up to meet your hands in your forward bend, taking your time to get there. Once there, a little bend in your knees. You're going to look towards the knees, let the head become very heavy, and then gently shake the head yes and no a few times. Let the weight of your head stretch out your neck. And then when you feel prepared, you're going to bend your knees and inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time like a rag doll. And come all the way up to your mountain pose. So let's take a moment to find a good mountain pose. Feet are right beneath your hips. That doesn't mean your feet are together necessarily. They might be a little bit apart to really feel stable. Lift up through your legs. So you want to activate your legs, lifting up through the calves and through the thighs. You want to feel like your kneecaps are being lifted, not just active and strong and tight. You want to feel pulling up. Strong core as the navel pulls in towards the spine, and that will automatically tuck the tailbone slightly under. You don't want to force your hips underneath. You just want everything in alignment and strong. Lift up through the core now, above the navel. Lengthen your spine, chest is slightly lifted, ribs are nice and open. Shoulders roll back and down. Fingertips reach for the floor, preferably palms forward. Lengthen through the neck, chin becomes parallel with the ground, and close your eyes. Take a few moments here to breathe into your body, feeling that breath flowing through you, feeling the feet connected with the ground, feeling each muscle working towards stabilizing your body. Make the little adjustments needed to feel even on both sides. Both arms draw your shoulders down as both feet press into the earth. When you're ready, open your eyes. Find a drishti, a point of focus, something straight ahead of you that's not moving. As you inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. We're going to hold here in Tadasana for a moment, finding that balance, finding that stability. Strong core, and when you feel ready, you're going to inhale. Lift up onto your toes and reach as high as you can up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, lower onto those feet, and then you're going to rock back into your heels a little bit, nothing much, just enough to get the toes off the ground. Another inhale, roll through the feet, lift all the way up to the ceiling. Pressing up through those feet, onto those toes, off those heels. On exhale, lower to the ground and rock back into those heels a little bit. Get the toes off the floor. And again, inhale, roll through the foot, up onto the toes, reaching as high as you can. And then slowly lower on an exhale. Rocking back a bit, lifting up those toes, deep breathing. And then when you're ready, place the toes down, flat feet on the ground, stabilizing you. And on an exhale, bend your knees and swan dive into your forward bend. Let's hold forward bend for a few moments, deep breathing here. And then with bent knees, you're going to inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time like a rag doll. Come back to standing. From here, what we're going to do is shift our weight over to our right leg. Again, find that drishti, that point of focus. The body is tall and strong. All the weight on the right foot now, stabilizing you. And then when you're ready, you're going to find your tree pose. So tree could be as low as the ground, heel on the ankle, toes on the floor. Anywhere below your knee or anywhere above your knee, just not on your knee. So take a moment to find your tree pose, whatever you can hold with some ease. If you need a wall to hold onto, feel free. Once your leg's in the position, really open those hips. The foot presses against your leg for stability. The base leg is strong like the trunk of a tree. Core is drawn in. We're still in that nice tall line. And then when you're ready, hands can come wherever they feel best today. Just take a few deep breaths here, maintaining that drishti, that point of focus. Taking time to scan your body, notice what muscles you're using, how you're feeling. And then when you feel ready, gently lower the leg to the ground. And then take a moment to shake out the other ankle. Thank you for holding you. Good. Finding your mountain pose first. Lifting through the legs, strong core. Shoulders down, chest slightly lifted. Shift your weight over to your left foot now. Find your drishti, maintain that balance. Again, let's find our tree now, anywhere below the knee, so all the way from the ground with just the heel and the ankle. Anywhere below it on the calf or anywhere above it on the thigh, just not on your knee. Any pressure on your knee is not good. And take a moment, find that position, play around with it. If you need a wall, grab a wall. Once your feet are in position, hips are open, foot's pressing, base leg is strong, lifting up. Core is pulled in tight. Breath is steady. Hands come wherever you need for balance. And just stay here. Take note of how you're feeling, the muscles you're using. And when you're ready, slowly lower that foot to the ground, stay in control. And then shake the other leg out. Thank you for holding you. Good. Coming back to center now, finding that mountain pose. When you're ready, big inhale, bring the arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive into your forward bend. Let's hold for a moment, deep breathing. And then with bent knees, we're going to inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Let's shift back to that right foot now. Find that drishti, find that balance. Hands can come wherever they're comfortable. I'm going to take mine to my hips for this. And then when you're ready, what you're going to do is making sure you're planted through that foot, your core is strong, your body's tall. Take that left leg, flip your toes up. So just hover your foot above the ground first. Find your balance here. So your foot's just above the ground, toes are flexed, coming up towards you. Then when you're ready, big inhale. You're going to lift your knee up off the floor, coming to that big, tall stork pose. Exhale, gently lower and press your heel towards the ground, but don't let it touch. So you're kind of coming out in front of you, toes still flexed. Then again, inhale up. Exhale, lower. Listen to your body, see how it's feeling. Again, inhale up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, lower. Keep hovering right above the ground. Staying balanced here. Deep breaths. Taking note of your body. And then gently place that foot down. Shake out the other leg. Take your time here. Deep breathing. Good. From here, let's find that mountain pose first. Strong core, lifting up. Strong legs. Shoulders down. Deep breathing here. And when you're ready, shift your weight over to the left. And again, let's hold. First, just find the balance, find that stability. Be in control of your body. Find your drishti, that point of focus. And when you feel good, hands again can come wherever you want. And then take that right foot and flex the toes up, holding it out in front of you a little bit. Heels just off the floor. If you need to touch it down for balance, you always can, but keep it off the floor the best of your ability. Then when you're ready on inhale, lift your knee up, coming to that high stork. Exhale, lower and press down into that heel, flexing the toes up. Again, inhale, lift to stork, toes stay flexed, strong core. Exhale, lower, pressing through the heel, trying not to touch the ground. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. One more time. Let's inhale up. And exhale, back down. Press through your heel. Maintain it off the ground. And then when you're ready, place the foot down. Shake out that other leg. Thank it for holding you. Good. And let's return to our mountain pose. On an inhale, you're going to bring your arms up to the sky. From here, let's lace the hands together, turn our palms up and press. Maintaining this lengthening of your torso, bend your knees and sit back into Utkatasana, awkward chair. Strong core here. On an exhale, you're going to pull your belly in, tuck under your tailbone, and press your arms out in front of you. And then inhale all the way back up to Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, pull the belly in, press the arms out in front of you. Inhale all the way back up, awkward chair. One more time, exhale, pull the belly in, press the arms out in front of you. Inhale back to awkward chair. And lengthen all the way up to the sky, pressing through those legs, tall body, extending to the ceiling. Separate the hands, take them down to your lower back. Right above that tailbone, support yourself. And then on an inhale, press the hips forward, open the body up to the sky and take a few deep breaths. On an inhale, come back to center. Bring the arms all the way up to the sky. Bend your knees. Exhale, swan dive into your forward bend. And then from here, you're going to walk back to downward facing dog. And again, if you need to pedal those feet, shake your hips. Do whatever you need to get a good stretch here. Good, and then we're going to drop down to our knees. Separate the knees as wide apart as your mat. Sit back into those heels, and then let the belly fall between the thighs. Extend the arms out if you can to get a shoulder stretch in your wide-legged child's pose. And then when you're ready, inhale to a flat back table and gently come back to a seated position. Okay. Once you're there, you're going to bring your knees back into your chest. Give them that big hug in. Then continue to hold. Shift your weight into your tailbone and see if you can pick your feet up off the floor just a little bit and hold. Try to maintain that ball. Try not to lean your head back too far. It's all about core strength, using those tiny little muscles all throughout that lower body to just maintain this little balance. And then placing your feet down on the ground once more. Hold on behind your thighs, and you're going to lower to the ground one vertebrae at a time. Once you are there, I want you to open your arms out to the sides. Bring your knees and your feet together. And then you're going to lift your legs up to a flat back table position. So your shins become parallel with the ceiling, calves become parallel with the ground. Palms down on the ground to support you. And what you're going to do is rock your legs side to side, stabilizing yourself so you only go about halfway, using the core, the obliques, to stop you and control you through this sway. Using the arms and the palms on the ground to stop your upper body from moving. Everything from above your ribs up should be nice and still. Good. And then the next time your legs fall over to the right, let them go all the way down and look to your left and enjoy your twist. And then coming back to center and let the knees fall over to the left and look to your right. Again, deep breathing here as you enjoy your twist. And then returning to center, bring your knees into your chest, give them a hug, and just gently rock side to side. You can massage your back against the ground. And when you're ready, come to center. Take the soles of the feet down to the mat. Open them as wide apart as your mat. And let's do some windshield wipers, letting those knees fall side to side. And if you want to massage the back of your head against the ground, you can turn your head from side to side in opposite direction of your legs. It's up to you. And coming to center whenever you're ready. Taking a big full body stretch, extending arms and legs far away from one another. Let's rotate our wrists and ankles in one direction a couple of times, working out any kinks in them. And then we're going to go the other way, rotating wrists and ankles, opposite direction, working them out. And then from here, if you have any final stretches that you need, feel free to take them. And start to get ready for your Shavasana. Shavasana is a time of rest and relaxation, so make sure you are comfortable. If you need a little blanket over you, pillow beneath your head or underneath your knees, feel free to do so. And just get yourself ready. As we begin to enter our Shavasana now, I invite you to connect with the body. Take note of how you're feeling. Take note of every muscle, every joint, their position, if they're tense or if they're loose. And take this time to give yourself permission to relax, to unwind, and to be completely present and connected in this moment. We take time now to reflect on this past month, on the beginning of this new year. We take time to notice how we are feeling as we reflect. Physically, emotionally, energetically. We take time now to give ourselves permission to experience whatever feelings we need to honor and respect those feelings, and to work through them in whatever way we need, so that we may bring peace and positivity into these coming months. Slowly, you can bring your awareness into this space, into your breath and into your body. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. Take whatever final stretches and the time that you need. And when you are ready, you can slowly roll to your right side in the fetal position. Then come to a tall seat with your eyes closed. Taking our hands to our heart, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel calm, centered, and balanced. And so with love and with gratitude, the light within me bows to the light within you. Namaste.